Kid, it's the 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 kid, guys. Again, not feeling great. I've been battling a stomach bug, indigestion, and everything. So, but I just say, look, we still need to give you guys this preview, and I'm going to give you guys this preview. So, obviously, again, I'll try and give you the best that I can. But again, HH is riding very low right now. I mean, like, I've been in bed for most of the day. Fully, but don't worry, I am slowly improving. A lot of Gaviscon and a lot of pills have been taken. But let's ride, man. Let's ride. No one cares about HH's health. So normally whenever you do these previews, my main things that I start with the home team. But I think because the home team are so strong, they have completely just blown every team apart. I'm always of like, let's say what's up to David. Goliath is that dude. Let's just say what's up to David. Let's help David. And the David in this battle, the mini-me in this battle, the centipede in this battle is Man United. Not only were they coming in here as the inferior team, definitely not the favorites, they have injuries as well. And it's a team that is still trying to find their flipping way. But they're the only team that has taken points off Liverpool. Mid-January, Liverpool have won every single game apart from one. The game against Man United, which was a draw. That United were actually winning. But that was at Old Trafford, and I think at Anfield things are going to be different. So let's just look at the setup right now. So I used Evening Standard, loose Guardian, I looked on injuries and suspension and everything, and I've been everywhere to try and say, okay, what are the players available? And I believe this is. So if I've got this wrong, I'm sorry. I did the research as best as I could. And based on the players that United have available or most likely to be available, this is the best 11. So obviously you have your boy. I'm worried about him, and we'll get to why I'll be worried about him. But speaking of first, Lindelof, Maguire, the new captain, Andre Wan-Bissaka, De Gea, all cool. So I think this is where I agree with obviously the projected lineups here. Matic and Fred. Scott McTominay is a massive loss. I think McTominay would have been very, very, very Scott McTominay. Easy. My Scottish guys, chill out. But he would have been really, really useful in this game. But he's not here. But I think in Matic and Fred, I think what Solskjaer will want is solidity. Okay, we don't have the technique, we don't have the guile, we don't have the skill, but what we should try and do is not what we did against Man City. We fight and scrap for everything, and we make it difficult for that Liverpool midfield. We hand them, we press them, we get physical with them, and we just make it a thought-out play. So for the three that I now have across here, Pereira cannot touch this pitch. Pereira is trash. He is a crap player, and please remind me, I need to put him into Class C. Yeah, I think he's a Class C brick. I don't think he's under review. I think he's a Class C brick. So I need to be reminded. Please remind me to put him into Class C. He can't play. He can't play. So he's going to be very important in this game. Crucial. I like this kid. I really like this kid, and we can see how he can be used. And of course, you have Mata, who, again, it ain't the Mata of before. It ain't the Mata from the Chelsea days. It ain't the Mata of the Valencia days. But he helped in the win over Wolves, and I still think that he's still a very, very important piece for Manchester United. He's a very important piece for Manchester United, and is a piece that will be needed for them to go forth and be so successful. And now I heard that Martial got injured, but from everything that I'm seeing, Martial is past fit here. He's past fit here. So let's just say if Martial is not fit or is injured, then you can easily just swap this for Greenwood to be the striker and Pereira to be shoved in there. But if Martial isn't playing, let's say he's injured, Stark can be swapped in for Greenwood, and then Lingard then comes into the right forward position. So I just think this is going to be easy for Man United, and they have to play a perfect game. They have to play a perfect game, similar to what they did against Man City, but even better, because Liverpool are not going to make the same defensive mistakes that Man City made in that game. But what will be crucial, and we'll get to all United's tactics before we go to Liverpool, is how they use the ball when they have the ball. Because there is only one tactic that they have to have here. There is one tactic that they have to have it to give them any chance of winning. And they have to not only use the tactic, but they have to execute it well. Because if you don't execute it well, you will not beat this Liverpool team. So let's go to this beast of a Liverpool team that did this monster that Klopp has created. So again, it speaks to myself, what the hell is what I'm typing in there? I'm sorry. So you've also got Alisson in Wonderland, Van Dijk, and Gomez has really impressed me because he had a little bit of a dip, but Gomez has now come back to saying, like, you know what, I think I should be the centre-back pairing with Maguire for England. So he's done great. So Van Dijk and Gomez have definitely been one of the best defensive pairings in the world at the moment. And we obviously know these Alexander-Arnold and Robertson, these are the guys that just cause serious headache for any team. And at Anfield, they're a problem. And if you don't sort out this problem of Robertson or Alexander-Arnold, you will lose because these guys are very, very crucial, especially in the Anfield pitch, and they're very important in giving teams a lot of help. So Milner's injured, we already know Fabinho's injured. So I think we now have Lallana up in here. So normally you'd have, let's say if that was Fabinho, normally Henderson would be the midfielder breaking through. So what you now have is Henderson and Wijnaldum here at the base, keeping possession, mopping up this area. I now have Lallana being the guy breaking in from midfield. So slightly different role because normally we see Lallana maybe in either at the right side forward or left side forward, but I think he should be fine with that because I don't think he is a right forward or left forward merchant. And I think because he's a very skilled midfielder, I would actually like to see what he can do coming up from this midfield area with regards to how he uses the ball and how he distributes the ball and connects the ball with El Dio, Salah and Firmino. And you've also got the key thing of El Dio and Salah, and I think Klopp just knows that. Get these balls to these guys and they will be able to figure it out. It's almost similar to circa 2015 Barcelona, which is that, well, no, not the same, but similar, which is that as long as we just get these balls to these three, they will find a way to score. And the key thing, which is what Klopp will want, is the movements of Firmino. Firmino is very crucial to this. And what will be very interesting is how Firmino and Lallana link in together, two very football players, and how they're able to maneuver and manipulate the United defense to bring them out. Because by Firmino coming out here, it creates this lovely space for both Salah and El Dio to connect with. But I think what Klopp will want from the very start against a weakened team, when you say a weakened team, don't give them any chance. So from the very big whistle, he's like, Robertson, then Arnold, pump right up, and he wants that push up all the way, put pressure upon pressure upon pressure upon pressure. We won the first goal. So what he's going to be looking for is Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold to be putting pressure. Now, remember, I mentioned the guy Williams. So Williams now plays left back, which means that Williams, the young kid, because 1-1 will be cool. I think he's definitely one of the best defensive. He's probably the best defensive right back in the league. You don't really beat him. But for Williams, going to be worried, man, because he's going to be going up against left back. So he's going to be going up against Salah and Trent Alexander-Arnold. That's not going to be great. That's not going to be great at all because I think what you're going to have is Matic will need to help him out a lot. So if you're Liverpool, I think for El Dio and Robertson will cause Wan-Bissaka some issues. But he's going to say that Lallana, Henderson, Wijnaldum, focus your attention to this area of the pitch. Expose this kid. And what is dangerous is you've got Trent Alexander-Arnold here. So we all know that, okay, defensively, he's a bit up and down, but with regards to attacking-wise and his distribution of the ball and getting to the byline, he's very good. So for Solskjaer, this area is going to be very problematic. So I think his instructions should be that expect Liverpool to focus on the areas here and for us to have to deal with a lot of attacks from Trent Alexander and Salah. And what is going to be so dangerous is that, for Salah, it's about him cutting in on the inside. And the danger of that is Williams has to somehow ensure that Salah doesn't get the ball on his sweet foot. So if he gets to the ball on his sweet foot and he creates space and he exposes Williams, it's going to be hell on earth. So for Williams and for either Lindelof or Maguire, they have to be very smart. They have to be smart in the case of don't give Trent Alexander-Arnold a good cross into the box, but at the same time, worry about what is happening in the center of the pitch. So, and I know, but look, Liverpool can attack from always, and I think the danger of Liverpool and why they're so dangerous is they can score from anywhere. They can score when they're within rhythm, but most importantly, which is what makes them so dangerous, is they can score out of rhythm. They can score against the run of play. So they can hit you from the middle, they can hit you from the outside. And I think what Lindelof and Maguire should be wary of is Firmino's movements. Because Firmino's movement is what is very key. Firmino's movement is what's got them that goal against Tottenham. His movement, his clear, good off the ball movement is very key. So I said for United's tactic, what they have to do is they've got to sit in deep. They have to sit in deep and soak up the pressure. It ain't pretty, but I also said that Mourinho's tactic was right against Liverpool. It's just that they didn't take their chances. Because Liverpool are at home, they will want possession. The fans will demand them to have possession, and the fans will demand them to be the aggressor. So for United, accept it what it is, have men behind the ball, force Liverpool to break you guys down. Because again, what people have said that what Liverpool are lacking is a creative playmaker to unlock the door. Although Firmino can do that, but it's a numbers game. Liverpool are not going to score with every attack. So when United get the ball, because Liverpool will eventually score. If United just keep on defending, they'll eventually score. But what United need is to try and get that first goal. Because if United get that first goal, that puts them in a very strong position to maybe try and get the second. But Liverpool now becoming even much more offensive. So in order to do that, they have to defend supremely well. They have to defend supremely well. But what is going to be very important is the distribution. That's why Mata is okay. Because when you defend deep, you will have those counterattacks. You will have those counterattacks. Because you will have that. Because Liverpool will play a high line. And Van Dijk and Gomez and especially the wing-backs will push up, which means that the ball over the top is always on. And the thing with counterattacks is they don't always go right, but you have to make them count. So United maybe in a 10, 12, 15-minute span may have 2 or 3 good counterattacks, as Tottenham had, and they have to make them count. Hence why Mata is going to be very crucial, because United have to look to get to Mata the ball. Because when Mata has the ball, he must be able to be smart because he's a very smart player. But get Mata the ball and Ole must say to Mata, find Greenwood, find James. And for James and Greenwood, make sure you're spread out wide. Make sure you're touching the byline so that when they find you, Mata can find you in space where you can attack. Because for James, we all know that he is very good at he's speedy. The key thing about a counter-attack, you need speed. You need speed. 2 things you need in a counter-attack. Well, De Bruyne, obviously, but 2 things you need in a counter-attack. You need speed and you need a pointsman. So they have their speed in James and they have their pointsman in Mata, and hopefully they have their finisher in Martial. So, but for Liverpool, that is where Van Dijk and Gomez end their coinage. Because Klopp will tell them that that's the risk we're going to have to take. They will get the ball over the top and we will have to do some defending. So for Van Dijk and Gomez, it will be because they need to push up. Because by pushing up, they're putting pressure upon United, putting pressure. Because by putting pressure upon them, even if the counter is on, it is always very hard to transition into the counter when you have so many men behind the ball. Because when you don't have the ball, it's like, oh, geez, I'm looking to the left or the right. Everyone is either directly opposite to me, behind me, and there's nobody in front of me. And that is just the beauty of playing with a high line. You are making it difficult for that defensive team to be into transition. But it will happen. It will happen, and United will, for 1 or 2 times, find that out ball. And that is where Klopp will say for Van Dijk and Gomez, watch for that out ball. Read the game. Anticipate the game. But they will know that anticipate that ball to James. They will be looking for both James and Greenwood. I'll be shocked if they don't do this. The United tactic will be like, whether it's for Matic or for Fred, hit that ball long and direct to James or Greenwood and let them use their speed and their pace to try and cause Liverpool issues. So obviously, we're looking out for Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold. They will know that you get up, you get back. You get up, you get back. But I just still believe that, I don't know whether United will be able to cope with Firmino, Salah, and El Dio. And for Henderson and for Wijnaldum as well, they will know that, look, man, we have to control this midfield. Let's win this middle battle. Let us put as much pressure on Matic and Fred, and obviously Mata, as we can. Because as long as El Dio or Salah get the ball, but most importantly, this is where they're most dangerous, is situations like this. Because For El Dio and Salah, they attack you like here, and they're making runs into the box here. And for Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold, they're the ones that are making those runs over the box. So as long as Klopp can get this situation as much as possible, eventually that rearguard is going to wear thin. So it's going to be hard for United. Rashford would have been very useful. Greenwood is still green. He's still green, so it's going to be very hard. And I just don't think that. I worry about Williams. I really worry. I think he may get low lubricated there. I think he might get sacrificed. He may be a sacrificial lamb there. And I just feel, they could do their best, but I just don't. He wouldn't be able to cope with both Salah and Trent Alexander. Trent Alexander will just be able to skate him and get to the byline and get his cross off. And Salah will be able to use his intelligence to try and get the ball into his left foot, get himself into space, and keep putting shots at De Gea. So for Lindelof and Maguire, they're going to have a very busy day. And they have to be their best. If Lindelof and Maguire are not at their very, very best, they will lose. 100% they will lose. So just think, with all is said and done, man, I believe that this is going to be a W for Liverpool. I don't think it'll be a draw. I feel that Williams at left back, I think, is going to be problematic. I don't know how United will survive 90 minutes without conceding a goal, especially with Williams at left back. And no Rashford in the attack is a massive, massive miss. Martial is cool, James is cool, Greenwood is cool, but no Rashford is a massive, massive miss because he's been very important to that attack. So I am going to roll with 2-0 to Liverpool. I think Liverpool get this 2-0. I think they can get to. Can United get a goal? Maybe, but I just think that the Rashford miss is huge. So I'm going to say 2-0 to Liverpool in this game, and I think that's how we're going to roll, man. All right, guys. Peace out, stay true, and I'm out. Become a Football Hut member and gain access to cool emojis on the live streams and get access to new YouTube content by clicking the join button here. And to view that new content, head over to the YouTube channel homepage and click on the community tab over here.